So while we center, let's go over some issues that you're going to run into while centering. One of the common issues that I see for students as they're trying to center and get their clay aligned on the potter's wheel is that they're working, they're moving over the clay, they're centering, they're trying all these different things, and then all of a sudden their hands are completely gummed up with clay slurry. This means that you're not using enough water. So you need to wash your hands off, and your hands should have clay on them, sure, but they should be shiny and wet, and your clay should be shiny and wet all the time. The other thing that I often see is students will throw and then they'll sort of lose track of where they are in the centering process. They'll park their hands in one spot and then they rip off the ball of clay. That means that you are squeezing, one, too hard, and secondly, you're parking your hands in one spot for too long. That being said, if you're centering your ball of clay and you get a big deep spiral like that, that means that you're going up your clay way too quickly. You have to slow it down. So you can't hold still on your clay and squeeze, but you also can't move too fast. You have to move in a smooth, slow rhythm, bringing your clay up. The other thing that I often see for beginning students is that they tend to stay way back from their wheel. They're a little afraid of it. They're a little afraid of the clay. Don't be afraid. Get right over your clay, and you will see that when I throw, I am really close to my clay very often. Okay. Another situation is, of course, what I mentioned before, where you're pressing down and then you get that mushroom cap. And the way to prevent that is to really lean in with your left hand, not press down so much with your right. Really push in with that left hand to center up your clay. You want to make sure that your elbows are tucked in firmly to your body so you have lots of leverage with your upper body strength to get your clay centered. Another thing is students tend to slow the wheel down because they're afraid of how slow or how fast the wheel is going, and it's kind of scary. Don't slow your clay down. Don't slow your wheel down. Make sure that your wheel is going a nice high speed, because you will not be able to get it aligned unless you're going that mid speed, about 40 miles an hour. Okay, students, that's basically troubleshooting some of these issues that you might run into when you're centering the clay.